Hello there, this is Micron. Welcome to Micron. So today we are looking at the weekly Forex market update. We're going to be looking, in this video, we're looking at the GBPUSD, the USDCHF, the USDJPY, and the USDCAD currency pairs. Now, first of all, let's take a look at the product that I offer, the premium Forex signal service that I offer, which goes for $200 monthly. Now with $200 monthly, you get highly profitable trading signals that will take your trading to the highest level, right? You heard me right, the highest level. So if you're interested in, joining, coming on board, my contacts will be in the description below. Copy the link. You can copy the link to my direct Telegram contact. Copy the link, paste it in your browser, and chat me up, and let's talk about how you can come on board and be part of what we do. Yes, these signals that I use are highly profitable trading signals that have been tested. They are from tested and trusted systems that will take your trading to the highest level. And this is not a bluff, right? This is not a bluff. Find out for yourself. Come and find out for yourself. So now let's get into the business of the day. This is GBP USD currency pair. So what's going to happen next? Now we are on the monthly time frame. We can tell that the market has been bearish, right? But we see this higher moves that it has been making since 2022, and we are yet to see it continue downwards. So let's take a look at the weekly. Same idea on the weekly, but the weekly looks more like the weekly looks a lot like a bullish move. But what we can see is that we've not seen higher highs since 2023. We haven't seen the market break above that 2023 high right there. So we still have our fingers crossed to be sure that it's actually now a bullish move or not. So now this is the daily time frame. What should we be expecting going into the new week? Well, I think we just need to take note of some zones, major zones in the market. And I think the next major zone is right here, the 1.31374 zone. But let me just take a look to see if I'll find anything interesting. Okay, let's take a look at the weekly. On the weekly time frame, we can actually see something here. You can see something right here. Daily rather, did I say weekly? Daily. We can see something right there, which lines up with the one, with the turnaround of the market at that other zone. It lines up with a move right here as well. So it's quite a valid zone, I would say. Right, quite a valid zone. So let's take that. Let's look at that. So if we see price in the new week come into the zone, if we see price come into the zone and give us a bearish day close below that zone, then we can expect a bearish move, right? If it meets your confirmation, you can look out for a bearish move right there. At least go for a 1-to-1, right? At least you can go for a 1-to-1 right there. But if we don't see that and we see like the market push lower back into this 1.27308 zone and gives us a bullish day close above that zone, then we can also go for a bullish move right there. We can also do a 1-to-1 if it meets your confirmation. So this is quite straightforward for the new week on the GBP USD currency pair. I hope you understood what I did. It's quite clear. This major zone right here, see the market going there using the daily time frame as your execution time frame. If the market comes into that zone, interacts with that zone and gives us a bearish day close below that zone after interacting with that zone, then we can look for an opportunity to sell the market. But if it comes down into the zone and looks for, and gives us a bullish day close, then we can look for an opportunity to buy. I did not talk about this zone because I believe it's too close to the current price and we need some good extended move to look out for some good bullish or bearish reversals. So we don't have that good extended move right there. That's why I'm not talking about that. So let's go to the next one, the USDCHF. The USDCHF currency pair. Now what do we have here? We have the USDCHF currency pair has come into the zone and it has given us a bearish day close below that zone. So this looks like a ready, somewhat ready trade, right? Going into the new week, this looks like a somewhat ready trade. If it meets your confirmation, it's something you might want to consider, going into the new week. This might be a good sell-off from this point, right? There's a possibility it sells off, don't go beyond the 1-to-1 if you are not too sure. Now let's go to the monthly and see. Now you can tell from the analysis I made last week, I think it was last week. I told you the market is currently in a range, right? And I also told you in the weekly as well. I told you the market was in a range right here. It broke out. It has broken. It gone back higher, and it has broken below again. So the market is in a bigger range right here. So is it going to come down, to the range support? Well, we can't say for now, but we'll keep our fingers crossed. So knowing it's a range, that will inform the decisions we make going forward. So now for this, what looks like a ready-made trade, if it meets your confirmation, you can go for a 1-to-1 right there. That's a sell. But if that doesn't work for you, you will see price come into the zone. Yeah, we see price come into the zone. That's the 0.85515 zone. And it gives us a bullish day close above that zone. Then I would expect that you can look out for a 1-to-1 right there, a bullish move right there, 1-to-1. But if price doesn't do that and price just pushes higher and maybe comes into this 0.87647 zone and gives us a bearish day close below that zone, then you can look out for a 1-to-1 sell right there as well. Any of those scenarios are welcome. Any of those scenarios are totally welcome, right? So you can take any of these things I just highlighted if they meet your confirmation. They're simple and straightforward. So let's go to the USDJPY. Let's do some cleaning first. Although it's the same idea, but I like to make my analysis new. It's still the same idea from the analysis I made last week. So now looking at the weekly or the monthly time frame rather, we see that price has been very bullish. We can't even deny that, right? The price has been really bullish for months, and if we go down to the weekly, same idea. And now we even have a bullish pin bar that seems to be in play right now. We have a bullish pin bar that seems to be in play right now, but the previous week we had this candle that we can't really say was bearish or bullish right now. So when we look at the weekly, what do we see? Well, we see daily rather. When we look at the daily, we see a bearish day close below that zone. Now I would like to look out for maybe another zone right here. I don't think there's any, There's no other zone to watch out for. There's no other zone to watch out for right now from this chart. So what we'll just do is play with the cards that we have. Even though we have the bearish day close here below this zone, I'm not impressed by this because this close is too close to the candle close is too close to the 147.761 zone. So when I have my candles closing really close to that zone, I just ignore it, right? I ignore it because I feel that's too close, and there could be a sudden turnaround, and maybe it's still within that area where price can still push higher and not be pushed lower. So I just stay away. But if I had a zone maybe somewhere around here, if this 761 zone, this 147.761 zone was somewhere high here, maybe I would have considered it as a bearish opportunity. But since it's not, I'm not going to consider that, right? So this is one thing I'll look out for. If price pushes higher from here, if price pushes higher into the 150.778 zone or the 151.831 zone and gives us a bearish day close, whichever of those zones it's gets to, and gives us a bearish day close on either of those or below either of those zones, gives us a bearish day close, then I can look out for a 1-to-1 right there. We can look out for a 1-to-1 if it meets your confirmation. Go for a 1-to-1. And you really want to just go for a 1-to-1 because this is a very bullish market right now. You don't want to overstay your welcome. You might just want to go for a 1-to-1 and get out of the market because it's a sell, and when you have a bearish move in a bullish market, you have to be careful. But if we have price come into the 140.893 zone and it gives us a bullish day close above that zone, then I would expect, or I would look out for a 1-to-1, right? I'll look out for a bullish move if it meets my confirmation. Now, remembering that this is a very bullish market, I might go beyond the 1-to-1, right? Look out for maybe till the next zone right here, which might be a 1-to-3 or even 1-to-5. I might, watch out for price till it hits the 144.818 zone, which is the next zone of interest after this 140.893 zone. So whichever of the scenarios show up, make sure it meets your confirmation, and if it meets your confirmation, shoot, get in. So now for the last one in this video, the USD CAD currency pair. USD CAD gave us some good profit last week, and that's why you need to join the premium Forex signal service channel. It was a really good trade, really good one, very fast. Yeah, I must confirm that it was a very fast trade and gave us some good profit. In fact, gave us over 100% of our capital, over 100% of the capital we put in the trade. So that's a good trade right there. So now for the USD CAD currency pair, what do I expect? It's in a ranging market. Market was bullish for some years, and it's now got into this really big range. It's in a ranging market, and I pointed out this top zone, right? I think I pointed it out last week. This let me go to the weekly. Now when weekly, I also pointed out that in the bigger range we have another range, which is what is currently playing out in the weekly. You can see that happening here, right? We have another range in the weekly. Now, I took note of this high, which I will take as the resistance of the range. This zones that I plotted as the 1.38596 zone, the 1.37902 zone, and the 1.37016 zones. I took note of those zones as the high of the market or the high of the ranges. So now for the daily time frame, what should we expect? Well, we're still close to this 1.34016 zone. So if we get price to close above this zone, if price opens on a Monday and just shoots above and closes above this 1.3437016 zone and gives us a bullish day close above that zone, then we can go for a one-to-one opportunity right there. Right, we can go for a one-to-one opportunity right there if it's fits if it meets our opportunity, or if it meets our confirmation, get into a one-to-one trade right there, take your profit when it hits one-to-one and walk away. Right, that's very possible. But for another kind of scenario, I like us to look for another zone, maybe somewhere nearby. Okay, this looks good. This looks good. But if price doesn't do that, if price comes down to this place and gives us a bullish day close above that zone, right? We can also go for a one-to-one if it meets our confirmation, right? If it meets our confirmation, we can also go for a one-to-one right there. And I think those are like the major scenarios now, right? But if we don't have that, if we see price push higher into the either of the 1.37902 or the 1.38596 zones, and it gives us a bearish day close, below any of those zones, then we can go for a one-to-one right there. We can go for a one-to-one right there. If it meets your confirmation, don't forget that. We can go for a one-to-one, and that should be that for now. So let's go back to the premium forex signal service. This goes for $200 monthly, and trust me, it is worth a lot more than the amount I charge for it. The results, the trades are derived from strategies that have been tested, strategies that are trusted, right? I am a trader myself. I only put trades that I take myself on this platform, right? I don't trade for the sake of trading. I trade to actually make money. So this is just you joining me on this journey of profiting, and you will see what I'm talking about. You would not you cannot compare this to any product out there. It really beats every product out there. It's really going to help your trading, and it's going to help you go to the highest possible level in your trading. So I'll be expecting you. You can come on board by copying my direct Telegram contact in the description below, paste it in your browser and chat me up, and let's talk about how you can be part of what we do. It's that simple and straightforward. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.